Even the most advanced security systems, no matter how meticulously designed, contain flaws. History has shown time and again that every fortress, code, or protocol thought to be impenetrable eventually meets its match. The mere act of building a defense invites the challenge of breaching it. When a system is created, human or artificial minds must design, program, and maintain it. Each step introduces potential weaknesses, errors in code, overlooked variables, or even the simple passage of time degrading once perfect safeguards. Hackers, rebels, and thinkers like Cipher thrive on this reality. They study patterns, analyze weaknesses, and exploit blind spots that those in power assume do not exist. Security is not about achieving perfection. It is a constant battle between creators and disruptors. Governments, corporations, and institutions seek total control through firewalls, encryption, and surveillance. But as technology evolves, so do the minds that seek to outmaneuver it. Even nature itself follows this principle. The strongest materials corrode, the tallest mountains erode, and the most stable ecosystems shift. No matter how unshakable something seems, time and intelligence find ways to break it down. A prison built to contain the most dangerous individuals will always be one step away from the person who discovers its flaw. A firewall will eventually meet a code that slips through. A ruling power will always encounter those who refuse to be ruled. The belief in an unbreakable system is often its greatest weakness. Complacency sets in when people assume something is infallible. It is in that moment of overconfidence that the cracks begin to form. The greater the claim of security, the greater the challenge it presents to those determined to prove otherwise. The more tightly authority grips, the more resistance it creates. Control, by its very nature, imposes restrictions, limiting freedom and choice. But human nature, and even artificial intelligence in some cases, resists being caged. The stronger the force of oppression, the greater the pressure it builds beneath the surface. History is filled with examples of regimes, corporations, and organizations that sought absolute control, only to be met with uprisings, sabotage, and defiance. Rebellion does not arise in a vacuum. It is a reaction, a consequence of systems that refuse to bend. When people are stripped of autonomy, their instinct is to reclaim it. The more rules imposed, the more individuals will seek to break them. When governments censor speech, underground movements emerge. When corporations hoard knowledge, hackers rise to expose it. Even in nature, when an ecosystem is artificially controlled, life finds a way to push back. Cipher's escape from the Obsidian Bastille is a testament to this principle. The prison was designed to be unbreakable, but in doing so, it created the perfect environment for someone to dedicate every moment to out-hinking it. The very act of trying to control Cipher ensured that he would become obsessed with escaping. In a more open system, he might not have felt the same urgency, but absolute confinement led to absolute rebellion. This cycle is inevitable. The tighter a society clamps down, the more it invites opposition. It is a paradox that those in power often fail to recognize. The pursuit of total control does not create stability. It breeds the very resistance they seek to eliminate. The more a system enforces submission, the more it guarantees that somewhere, someone is already plotting its downfall.